when people talk about authenticity in your music, that's one side of it that they forget. Sometimes they think it's just about what you're talking about that relays that authenticity, but it's also like how the track is made.
Definitely.
Is
you can
also
tell when something's a tight beat.
a
lot of the time, like you can tell when it's a tight beat, and when it's made for the artist.
Yeah.
And a lot of people could level up their whole artistry if they just started, you know, maybe it's the extra money that you got to sacrifice to go and be in the environment with someone who's going to cook up a beat for you. Or you got to just find someone who will invest in you for free at the start. You know,
that's so that, and it kind of ties back into what we were talking about before you came about like building community rather than audience, because that's what me and Saoirse were talking about. And when you build that community, I'm very fortunate that with Diligent we have our own sort of agreements and stuff. We co-release, we do all that kind of stuff, so I can afford to spend the time. I'm not going to the studio thinking I've got an hour, I need to get everything down quick.
Exactly.
And I think some people look at it and I think it is purely just a money thing, but it's also, if you build your relationships and you have true intentions and you are authentic in your thing and you have the talent, you can either learn things yourself, and there are free tools out there to do it with, or you can build like the inner community of people that you have that you can then go to the studio and do that with them, because there's nothing wrong with tight beats when you're starting out. I think, to be honest, it's probably the best thing to do when you're starting out, because that's one way you learn, okay, that's kind of where my sound is going.
If I didn't have tight beats, I wouldn't
exactly
be rapping.
I've exclusively wrote on J. Cole type beats when I first started. And now
solid. I've rapped on many a J. Cole type beat.
To be honest, I think everyone who's rapped on J. Cole type beats has rapped on some of the same ones.
Probably.
And then you start to develop your sound through that, and then when you get to the point of,
and then you start, and then you'll bring it into your software, and you'll start editing the beats even. You'll start editing the one track and like doing beat pools and stuff like that. And that's what got me into like production, because I'm like, okay, if I can mess with the thing, and then I can even add like my own little sound over it, my own little sound effect or clip from a movie or whatever it is, and that's like, then you're like, okay, you're a producer then, because that's where it starts.